What is this one called? The Secret Ingredients Crime.
Why the fuck not?
So, tell us what about the cards again?
Oh yeah,
the card story.
fucking. Well, I used to buy a bunch of cards in high school. They called them bicycle seconds, literally just because it's defective, so you can't sell it in a casino or use it, or you're not supposed to use it for Magic. I guess you could, but yeah, it's like just printed faulty. So instead of fucking getting them for $50 a pack, get them for £10.50.
You know, you could literally get them for £10.50 and say it's amateur cards because an amateur wouldn't know better
Exactly.
and make nothing but profit off a scam.
£5 profit, and you're covering your box.
Exactly. So every 2 boxes you gain 1 box free.
Buy 2 get 1 free.
The secret ingredients crime. That's where it all ties back in. That's fucking clever.
Yeah, dude, but you're telling me that you got your new Air Force Ones, and I seen this meme where the guy says, it's like, fuck, I can't remember exactly what it says. It's like, babe, I fixed the table or something, and it says Air Force One folded and just put the table on it.
There's the crease. But yeah, like, so I got a pair of Air Force One recently, and they're usually 1,500 Rand from Nike if you just buy it online, get it shipped to your door, whatever. But I get mine size 8.5 Chinese and defective. So already, because it was produced in China, cheaper. In Chinese sizes, cheaper. And then it was defective, cheaper. I got it for 500 Rand, authentic. But the fucking defect was there was a crease, and everyone disses about having creases in your Air Force One. But it's like, I always felt that a shoe's a shoe. You know,
dude,
you're gonna wear a shoe and you're gonna go places and you're
it's
gonna
gonna get fucked up. It's gonna creases, bro.
It's like, what can you do? Like, nothing's perfect in life. Leave my fucking Air Force alone.
Dude, and that was the thing for me. Like, I wasn't gonna go fucking shell out an extra 40 Rand just to get some fucking cards that don't have printing defects.
It's like, what does it matter when you're drunk?
What does it matter when I'm just trying to do magic, bro? I just need the fucking inside of the card to be visible.
Yeah, is this your card? It's like, then again, you can use the defective cards with the marks as magic tricks.
Oh, but you have to know the deck, so it fucks up a lot of tricks.
Yeah, it does.
Because, like, you physically have to learn what the back of the card looks like. I mean, I guess you could if you...
Super inclined in doing magic like that.
If you, like, really memorize your shit, then you could probably do that, but...
I used to do this one magic trick which was super simple, and the whole thing is like you have to look like you're fucking up the magic trick. So you have to look like you're really bad at magic, and what you do is you put this finger and these 2 fingers on the top card, right? But you say, okay, pick a card, any card, right? They pick any card, and you open the deck in the middle, and you say, slap it in the middle of the deck.
And then you know the top card already.
Right? And you put your fingers on top of the deck like that, and the first shuffle, it goes to the bottom, right? Then you palm it, right? And you just like, okay, I'm gonna find your card. Is this your card? Is this your card? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then you just go like this, and you unpalm it, and it's behind the ear, and you're like, here's your card. And then they're like, what the fuck? Because you fuck with them so long, and they want to be nice to you, to say you're not shit at magic.
You're not bad, but that's not my card.
You know, they want to be nice. So, you fuck with them, with them whole being nice and shit, and then you're like, sometimes I've gone like, that's your card, and they're like, oh yeah, it is. It's really fucking not. And I feel for them, but...
So what's this fucking thing behind your ear? Are you lying to me?
Why are you lying? Here's your card.
My one homie fucking used to be able to do this. I think you still can. It's called Bring Out the Ladies. I don't remember exactly how it works, but like by the end of the trick, he deals out cards into 4 different piles, and then he flips it over,
Oh,
and he deals off that many cards,
I see.
and then he flips over all 4 of the piles, and then it's all queens.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. Magic is fun, you know? Fuck, man. Speaking of magic, they've recently managed to successfully quantum entangle a larger object.
What does that mean?
So for things to be quantum entangled, it's basically atomically welding, which means like you
Oh,
weld
okay.
something without any welding, and you could pick it up and the next object would levitate.
Whack.
So like Gmod welding,
Yeah,
real life.
that's fucked up.
And that also means teleportation is going to be a thing. Because quantum entanglement means there is another exact form of you, just at another point in time and universe. Which is then obviously, that's quantum mechanics and, was it multiverse?
Quantum mechanics are fucked up, dude.
I have been studying quantum mechanics, dude. It's,
Shit is fucked up.
well, quantum mechanics and nuclear energy are 2 courses that I've been doing. And I've been like, people say, oh, you need mass core. You really don't need mass core to bop 2 sticks of plutonium together.
No.
You
You
just,
had to take science in high school, bro. What's scientific about that?
yeah. You see, like, it's not hard to make a nuke. I fucking studied. But it's like, why did I study to make nukes? So I could figure out how to destroy them and make energy from them. You'll see later on when I make millions.
One day when I'm rich and famous.
One day when
and
I'm
people
rich
are
and famous.
scouring the YouTube for these videos.
Exactly. They don't know my ideas. They will never know my ideas. You know why? Because I didn't study nuclear energy. That's fucking why. But like, that's the thing. I'm on a good path of, I know how to do uranium enrichment, plutonium enrichment, tritium enrichment, which is, tritium is what I'm looking into because it's not as deadly, not as poisonous. It's the stuff that they use on the inside of watch faces to make them
Oh
glow.
yeah, the fucking glowy stuff.
Yeah. So that can be enriched via electrosis. And that's just when you put it in water with a car battery and shock the shit out of it. So my idea being now that you take, you know, regular uranium enrichment to make the power to enrich tritium. So you use the dangerous to make clean, and you just step it down, step by step, to the cleanest. But you have to work big to go small.
I mean, that's kind of what they did with heroin. Honestly, they took opium and it was like quote unquote dirty, and then they refined it more, and then they came up with morphine, and then they started giving that to people, and then people got really fucking addicted to morphine, and then they refined morphine some more, and then they were like, okay, we've got a heroin now, let's give that to our morphine addicts.
And that went bad.
So we'll have to see how it plays out.
That went downhill. Oh fuck, man.
Jesus, bro, I watched a documentary on heroin when I was like fucking 15 or 16, when I was fucking cooked out of my brain, dude. I was so stoned. Like, my best friend had this double chamber bong that he made.
Yeah.
That like I told him to take apart because of how fucking strong the thing was. And then we smoked that, and we went inside, and his dad was watching TV. So we're like, cool, let's sit down and wait for him to go to bed. And then everybody else passed out because we were all stoned as fuck. And I'm sitting there on the beanbag, like, holy Jesus, bro! I'm watching people get high on heroin, and I'm high on weed. Like, whoa, that's so fucked up, dude.
The links.
And then you like look at his dad. It's like, holy fuck, I hope he doesn't know we're high. And everybody's just asleep. I'm good.
We're
Watch
safe.
this documentary about heroin.
Pretty sure that documentary at 15 was enough to deter you from using in future.
Nah, I'll use it when I want to die. overdose on heroin. That sounds like a great way to die.
My friend Shazad, he is ill,
Mm.
like terminally ill, and me and him have an agreement that we will procure him some, and I will aid him in his journey. But you know, like it's still is it ethical? Yes, It-
Yeah,
it is
I
because
believe in euthanasia.
me as well. It's
Dude, if we euthanize our animals, what the fuck is so different about euthanizing a person that is voicing the want to not want to be alive anymore?
That's the thing. I honestly believe that there's no issue with it because at the end of the day, there's free will and it's consent. And these are things that aren't even taken seriously already in the public eye. So why would they take it any difference, whether it being sex or death? You know, meanwhile, unconsensual sex is a lot of death to women, you know, for their mental health. You know, will the government or will the public ever take it seriously? No, because everyone's too self-centered, you know.
Yeah, dude, that's like the biggest problem with humanity is humans. Honestly, like, as long as governments have been around, there's been fucking corruption. As long as money's been around, there's been greed. You know, it's like,
Seven deadly sins, eh?
yeah, dude, there's people are always the problem, and it's like, sad thing is we live in a world where like, if you don't do anything, it's as bad as doing bad things.
Facts. It's you. It's not enough to be against something. You have to be anti that.
Exactly.
And you see, people like to say I'm a bit extreme, or I push things too far. No, it's because I am anti-racist. That I will if someone's racist, I'll be like, dude, if it's not me that's gonna break your nose, someone else will. You know. So it's like
You want to take a punch or you want to stop your shit, kind of thing.
exactly. So it's like don't be a dick. Is the biggest fucking manifestation to live by. You know.
Completely.
It's just be
Don't be a puss, be lekker.
exactly summed up perfectly. Don't be a puss, be like.